Hello folks, Chief Meteorologist Nick Lilia here with kind of a deeper dive into the forecast as we head through the next couple of days. We're going to end up through this week, and I think into the weekend, and then into kind of the next week, and maybe into the following weekend, into a relatively different pattern for South Mississippi. It's not rare or unique by any means, but it isn't what we've seen for the last couple of days, couple of weeks. Temperature-wise, in terms of the temperature change from yesterday, not great. It's much warmer to the north and west of us, and then off to the east of us. But for us, we're kind of basically hanging out right in the middle. It's right about where it was yesterday. It's warm. It's a little humid today, a little more humid than it was yesterday. There's no real rain out there, but we do have some on the horizon. We've got this little... let me see if I can pull it. There we go. This little batch of stuff back here that's going to kind of drift our direction as we head through the next about 24 hours. I think for tomorrow we're going to get a chance for rain in here. Back and behind that, we end up in kind of this southwesterly flow, which is just going to be feeding us little pockets of stuff through here every couple of days for what looks like the next couple of weeks. So here's your rain for tomorrow. Maybe a couple showers in the morning. Your morning commute. It's going to be a little foggy for some folks. And then as we head into the afternoon, maybe a couple more showers. Nothing terribly heavy. Nothing severe. And then you wake up in the morning on Wednesday with a little bit of fog. Into the afternoon, I don't think we actually see much rain Wednesday. You may see a couple pokes of sun. Then we get more fog in here on Thursday morning before we get into the afternoon with another chance for some showers and maybe even a rumble of thunder as we head through Thursday and Friday. But here's the general pattern through the next couple of days. So we got a big area of low pressure, big trough out here. We got a little bit of a ridge over us, so we're dry. It's kind of a dirty ridge because we're not full-on sunny, and then you got another trough out here. Watch what happens as we head through the next couple of days. So big trough kind of opens up out into the Rockies and the high plains. But we see some strengthening in the ridge of high pressure to our south. We end up kind of right in the middle of this. And if you follow these lines, that's the main flow in the atmosphere. Is going to kind of do this. I'm going to leave that up for a second. Watch what happens through the next couple of days. That doesn't really change through Friday. So we actually get a cold front through here that's going to cool us down pretty considerably. But the main flow of the atmosphere, the main thing that's given us weather, other than the direct temperature at the ground, it doesn't really change. We end up with this big ridge down here. They got another trough back over here. And we play the same game all the way through Saturday, Sunday. We'll do it into Monday and Tuesday. Notice, no real change to the overall setup in the atmosphere. And so, because of that, our weather isn't going to change much outside of just how humid is it going to be. So we got our PWAT here up showing that any time you get into the oranges and into the reds, we're talking about plenty of humidity. And we see something kind of interesting happen as we head through next week. So here's Tuesday, Wednesday, so we get a bunch of humidity, and here we get a chance for rain as we head through Thursday and into Friday. You can see the difference here. We got all the humid, warm stuff out here, the cold, dry stuff back here. Watch how far south this makes it, though. It doesn't really push all the stuff out of here. Then we get another bulge of warm, moist air down here that kind of curlicues its way up into parts of South Mississippi, maybe out ahead of another little front that swings through as we head through next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is going to be interesting. The models are undercutting our rain, and so we're going to have to monitor this because very rarely around here do we get a whole mess of moisture pooled in low levels or PWATs that are relatively high. That's just a measure of how much moisture there is in the atmosphere. Very rarely do we get that, and then we get a push of cold, dry air, and we don't see like a whole mess of rain out of that. So that's something we're going to pay close attention to through the next few days. And then just as soon as that happens, we rebound again, and here comes more warm, moist air out of the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. So we kind of just are stuck in this pattern all the way through the middle of February. This is Feb 14th, so Valentine's Day. So how much rain are we talking about for the next couple of days? I mean, not much. GFS all the way through, Thursday midday. I mean, half inch. Euro saying about 3/4 of an inch. And NAM saying, half inch. So not a lot of water is going to be falling out of the sky through the next couple of days. It's just repetition. We're just going to keep on getting stuff to come flying through here as we head through the next couple of days, giving us a chance for rain and then a dry day, a chance for rain and a dry day, a chance for rain, then a dry day, or two. We're probably going to be stuck with cloud cover through the next couple of days, truly probably the next week, with maybe the day in there that's dry. You may see a little bit of sun here and there, but for the most part, the forecast for the next 5 to 8 days is going to be generally mild and generally cloudy with chances for rain. Now, back in behind that front, Friday and into Saturday, things are looking a little bit cooler and generally drier, but for now, for the next couple of days at least, it's going to be mild, cloudy with some chances for rain.